I read 33 books this year, so let's talk about them. I have all the books. This is one shelf, and then at the bottom I have all my fantasies. So I'm gonna pull up my Goodreads and pull them out in order, and we can talk about them a little bit. Alright, so let's start. First book was... Damn, he really at the bottom of the pile. I'm gonna have to move this pile over. This was in February. I read The Song of Achilles. This book was so good. I rated it 5 stars. If you don't know what this book is, or if you haven't read it yet, I don't know, everybody talks about it, so I'm sure you have. I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but I really loved this. This book made me feel all the feels. I was a little lost in the beginning, but then I got more into it. I just kind of had to push through. This was so good. I loved it. 5 stars. Next was Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I love this book so much. I give it 5 stars. This is like YA done right. Amazing. 5 stars. After that, we have The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. As you can see, I was very much... whatever TikTok was throwing at me, I was reading. And listen, a lot of them did not disappoint. The Inheritance Games? That was a disappointment. The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo was so good. I need this book to be a movie, and I need it to be done well, because this was a movie in my mind. I wasn't reading a book, I was watching a film. But this, again, was a 5 star. This book was so good. These characters are everything to me. I love them so much. But if y'all haven't read this book yet, pick it up. I love it so much. After that is when we ventured into fantasy, and my world was forever changed. And if y'all have read this series, you know exactly what I mean. We gotta crack out the full box set, because we gotta talk about this. A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's time to talk. Was that dust? Don't judge me, I need to dust my books. This book got a 3 stars for me. This was so hard for me to get into. Literally the first chapter, I was like, what are we talking about? It was one of the first books that I read that felt so descriptive, to the point where I was like, I don't even know what I'm reading right now. But I think I just kind of had to get used to the writing. Yeah, 3 stars for this one. Next, another TikTok classic, The Spanish Love Deceptions by Elena Armas. This got a 3.5. Liked it. It's fake dating trope, or like fake boyfriend trope. And he literally like goes to Spain and like meets her whole family for someone's wedding? Her sister's wedding? Yeah, her sister's wedding. I don't really remember too much about this. I really liked that they went to Spain together. I thought the whole time that they were in Spain it was really cute, and I really enjoyed it. It was more when they were in their regular lives, like back at work, that I was just kind of bored. So once they got on that plane, I was good. I was hooked. Not saying that this was a bad book. I think it was good. I know a lot of people don't like it. I enjoyed it. Then we got into a little bit of a thriller phase. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not very much of a thriller person after reading a couple of them. I do still have a couple more on my TBR in case I ever get in the mood. Yeah, that was definitely an experience. Okay, then I read Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. What did I give this one? This one got a 4 stars from me. But it was good. The plot twist, you know, like, I wanted to guess them, but at the same time I was like, oh, is this book gonna go dark and it's actually gonna go there? I don't know. It was sad. It was sad. I'm not gonna lie. The ending is sad. Like, it's just kind of like, that is actually horrible. But yeah, this book got a 4 stars. Then I read Cinder. Cinder got 5 stars. Yeah, this book was so fun. I believe this is YA. Yeah, this is Cinder by Marissa Myers. This is part of the Lunar Chronicles. I have the other 2 that I still need to read. But this was so much fun. I described it as a Cinderella retelling with Treasure Planet vibes. It was just like so much fun. I don't know. And I feel like the world building is pretty simple to understand. And I'm excited to continue this series because this book, I was so excited reading this book. I loved it so much. After that, we have A Court of Mist and Fury. I keep hitting my books, and that just shows you how excited I am about each book because this changed everything. If you have read this series, you know this book got obviously a 5 stars. This book was incredible. I can't talk about it without spoiling anything. I enjoyed every single part of it. I love this book so much. I cannot wait to reread this series because these books are everything. Nothing will ever compare. I'm sorry. After that, we jumped into A Court of Wings and Ruin. This one got a 4.5. There wasn't anything wrong with it. I loved it as well. It was just not as fast as the other ones. There's a lot more of the war. You meet a lot more different characters and a lot of different courts. It just wasn't a 5 stars from me. It was very good though. I did cry this book. Again, just this whole series is a 5 out of 5. The entire series. After that one, we have... Can you see that? It's so bright. Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. Yeah, I gave it 4 out of 5 because there was just a bit in the end that gets revealed that I didn't love how it was handled. So that's why I got 4 stars from me. But it was really adorable and I really enjoyed the characters and the story. This was very, very good. I feel like the way I describe books is just like, that was good. That was very good. This was very, very good. After that, we have One Italian Summer by Rebecca Surley. This got 3 stars from me. Honestly, it should have been a 2.5. This book, I did not like the main character. Everything that she's like experiencing, the way that she described Italy and everything in this book, I ate that up. When she was talking about food, I don't know, the way she wrote about food, I was like, this is beautiful. But I did not like the main character or how, just some of the things that she does, I was not loving. So this got a 3 stars. After that, we have A Court of Frost and Starlight. This one I always call the Christmas episode. I believe I gave it 3 stars. Yeah, I just call it the Christmas episode. Just a little filler episode. Next is Paris is Always a Good Idea by Jen McKinley. This book was so much fun. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody talk about this book. I really, really liked it. So if you want a cute, like, traveling, because she doesn't just go to Paris. I know she goes to Italy, she goes to Ireland, and she goes to France. So this book was so good. It has, like, work rivals to lovers, reconnecting with old loves. I thought this was so much fun. This is the vibes I wanted from One Italian Summer. I was like, I just want a nice summery book. This was it. This was the perfect summer book. I loved it so much. So much fun reading this book. 5 stars. And finally, to finish off ACOTAR, we have A Court of Silver Flames. 5 out of 5. This is my favorite book of the series. I know a lot of people's is A Court of Mist and Fury. I love Nesta. I know nobody likes Nesta because, you know, she is not a very likable character, but I loved her and I loved her book so much. I can't say anything without spoiling anything. Honestly, this might be like my top book of 2023. This was incredible. Next up, I was still kind of like trying to get through the thrillers I had bought. So Booktok suggested The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. And this one was very good. I did not guess the twist. It had me like guessing the whole time. But this got a 5 stars out of me. Next, I read The Kiss Curse. There were things I liked about it. There were things I really didn't like about it. I thought all the characters were really, really immature in this. And I just couldn't look past it. Like 30-year-olds acting like 16-year-olds. College kids acting like toddlers. I couldn't. I was cringing. So I believe, yeah, this one actually got a 2.5. The spooky Halloween fall vibes were very good in this book. The characters, no. Then I started a book club. So our first book club read was, something just fell out of it, The Siren by Kara Cass. Nobody liked this book. This book was so bad. I give it a 3.5 for my nostalgia because I had read it when I was younger and I remember I loved it. Times have changed. It was not what I remembered. This one got a 3.5 from me. That's all I gotta say. Ooh, very, very excited for the next one. Is The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. This book was so good. This book was a 5 stars. Her writing is so good. I still think about this book and these characters. This chapter, I love it. I love this book so much. If you have not read this book, you have to read it. This was a 5 stars. So good. Next up, we have the only book I have read by Emily Henry, which is Book Lovers. Book Lovers, I think, at a 4 star? Yeah, 4.5 stars for this one. It says a rom-com lover's dream of a book. Absolutely the perfect description for this book. Look at all my little sticky tabs. I really enjoyed this book. I really liked, I don't know, big city girl goes to small town. Cheesy, but so cute. And I really enjoy the characters and the romance in this. 4.5 stars. After that, y'all, we have to talk about Throne of Glass. I'm so excited to continue this series in 2024. I am saving it till 2024. I started with Throne of Glass. 5 out of 5. This book was so good. I had so much fun. I was so into it the whole time. Look at my little sticky tabs. Okay, loved it. I can't say anything. Next was our book club pick for the month of September was Fourth Wing. 5 out of 5. I had so much fun with this book. I really love Fourth Wing. I love this book so much. Even though I'm literally currently reading Iron Flame, I have been reading it for over a month now. It's so hard to get through. It's a letdown, unfortunately. But Fourth Wing, I loved. I can't deny that. Iron Flame, we don't talk about it. Next up, okay, the book that decided to fall, The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. Look at the annotations of this book, bro. This book, 5 out of 5, so good. If you have not read one of her books, you have to. I'm not gonna lie, I was going a little crazy with the annotations in this one. But yeah, this book was incredible. 5 out of 5, love it. Next was The Hurricane Wars. This book surprisingly was really good. I'm not gonna lie, during the middle of it, I kind of like felt like it slowed down. And I don't know if it was the book or me or both, but it just kind of felt like a little slow and I kind of had to push through and then it picked up again. I really enjoyed this book, surprisingly. I just grabbed it because it was in the new and fiction section. I loved it. I give it a 4 out of 5 just because of like that part where it slowed down. I was just kind of like, But again, annotated this book like crazy. Loved it so much. I tried to stack the books on my bed and they're all just falling everywhere. Next, oh my god, next is Crown of Midnight. I have like no words. Like, I want to read this book again so bad. Oh my god, I loved it so much. Look at all those annotations, y'all. Look at all those annotations. Oh my god, I love this book. I am gonna read next The Assassin's Blade because that's the order I'm following. I don't want to hear anything about it. After Crown of Midnight, I was a little bit in like a fantasy mood. So I picked up Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. Yeah, I gave this one a 4. Nothing wrong with it. It's YA, whimsical, magical vibes. I don't know, I thought it was cute. I feel like the main love interest isn't really in this book at all to the very end. I don't know, I did read this book really fast though. It was really easy to read, really easy to get through. But yeah, 4 out of 5 for me. Then after that, that book ends at such a crazy cliffhanger. I was like, y'all can't do this to me. I had to know exactly what happens. So I went out and bought the second book. So I read The Ballad of Never After, right? Yeah, the second book. This book was good as well. I do remember. There are moments in this book where they were very cute. I really enjoyed it. Just a 4 out of 5. I think this is a really cute series. It wasn't all that for me. After that, I randomly started reading Out of Love by Hazel Hayes. And I think I gave it 3.5 out of 5. It's a really interesting concept told in reverse. Like, I try so hard to explain it. Yeah, it's told in reverse. It starts with, I believe it's like the last time they see each other, like he's coming to get his things. And then each chapter just keeps going back to basically the good parts of the relationship, the parts when it fell apart. And it was just really interesting. There were parts in this that made me like really sad. I give it a 3.5 out of 5. Then we have Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. This one got annotated a lot too. You just kind of hard to see with the red pages. I feel like a lot of people that didn't like this book were taking it too seriously. This is a whimsical, magical world of the assistant to the villain. Like, this world is like so silly and so fun. Like, I don't know, I really liked it. And just anytime you're inside the villain's head, every time he's thinking about her, I was like, this one got a 4 out of 5 for me. Next was another book club pick of the month, which was Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulek. This was a thriller. This one got a 3.5 out of 5. I thought the story was good. This book actually includes, let me see if any pop up. You can see there's drawings in here. I don't know, I don't want to talk too much about it and like give anything away, but like so many things like went through my mind for this, but the actual plot twist in the end was actually really good. I really enjoyed it. Next, after that, I was like, I need something fun, lighthearted. We got Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison. Again, annotated it so much. This book gave me Gilmore Girl vibes, but not Gilmore Girls, Stars Hollow vibes. Like, that's what the town gave me, and I thought that was so cute. Yeah, this one was a 3.5 out of 5. This was such a cute little Christmassy book. I really enjoyed it. The town was adorable. The characters I thought were funny. I mean, you don't really expect a lot from like a little Christmas book, but I really enjoyed this one. After that, we finished the series and I read A Curse for True Love. This one actually I liked better than the other two, and it wasn't even because of the main characters. This got a 4.5 out of 5, which is higher than the other ones that just got a 4. Like, I didn't love the ending, but I really liked the plot twist in it, and I don't know, there was just one random character that I thought was really iconic, and he wasn't even really a character in the book. And after that one was our book club pick for December, which was One Day in December by Josie Silver. I talked about this in my last video. This got a 3 out of 5 from me. I feel like when you give a book a 3 out of 5, it's either a good 3 out of 5 or a bad 3 out of 5. This is a bad 3 out of 5. All the red tabs on this book are the red flags for the main guy character. Oh, I did not like him. I did not like the ending. And that's all I gotta say about this book. Then the last book I read in 2023 was This Time Next Year by Sophie Cosens. It was very cute. Like, there's nothing crazy about it, but I thought the story was nice, the characters were nice. It was just cute. Just a 3 out of 5. Just the aftermath of all the books I read this year. Now, I will say, if I had to pick my favorite books... Okay, here we go. I have looked through my books and I have picked what my favorite ones are. These are them, okay? Top 5 is going to be... This isn't in an order. These are just all of them. A Court of Mr. Furies, A Court of Silver Flames, The 7-Year Slip, Crown of Midnight, and The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, because I cannot get over this book. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to let me know how many books you read this year, because I think we should all be really proud of ourselves, whether we read 10 books, 100 books, 200 books. I think that's really great. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you around next time.